Hey guys, earlier this morning there was a new patch sent out for PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds on Xbox One. The patch is 4.28 gigabytes. It is patch number 11 and it has a few important things to go over here, so let's go ahead and get into it. First of all, they just let us know that basically they've been focusing on continued performance optimizations and stability improvements throughout the Xbox consoles. They also let us know that they continue to monitor crash data and look to further reduce the frequency of crashes with each update. And obviously that should be first priority, so hopefully they get the game in a stable state first before giving us a new map or before giving us some great new functionality. It's good that they're still continuing to work on optimization and the crashes. I'll have a link in the description below with the full patch notes, but I'm going to go ahead and go through step by step everything that they mention. And we all know that there's going to be some little hidden updates to the game that they don't mention. It seems like there's always something like that, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. But I'm just going to go through here everything that they do mention one by one. So as far as performance, optimization, and stability, they implemented texture changes to improve graphical performance, they optimize vehicle profiles to improve frame rate, and they have some additional fixes to reduce crashes, which is great because crashing still seems to be an issue. It's not really an issue for me on the Xbox One X, but I have heard from a lot of you guys saying that on the standard Xbox One or even the Xbox One S, you are seeing a lot of crashes still, so hopefully this improves the game for you. As far as the UI, there have been some changes made to the inventory. The layout of the inventory has been improved, adding focal points to identify selected areas and a clearer button guide and tooltips. I was able to fire up a game really quick. I wasn't able to actually play too much, but I did notice that the X and A buttons now do different things. So before, you could push the X button and it would automatically equip a helmet. It would automatically equip a backpack, armor, grenade, if you didn't have one already, things like that, even a weapon. But right now, the buttons are actually doing what they're supposed to. Before, I don't think they were doing that. So X is for picking up an item, A is for equipping. So if you need to equip something on the ground, like a weapon or some kind of armor or helmet, then you're going to have to push A now. And we used to just be able to swap them out with X. That's something to keep in mind, and I think it's just something that we're going to have to get used to. Buttons are actually doing what they're supposed to now. It's no longer just X for everything. You have to push A to actually equip items. There's improved selection of weapon slots and attachments. Players can change the focus and selection by using the D-pad. I think overall it just looks a little cleaner. It's going to be easier to see what you're doing, easier to see everything that you're looking at. It didn't seem like too big of a difference to me, but anything that makes it look a little bit cleaner, because our inventory system is kind of clunky at the moment, this could make it better. Now they say they added quick scrolling using the left trigger and right trigger buttons, and this would be very, very useful if it actually works. I tested it out and it didn't seem like it was working for me. I don't know if that's just something I'm doing wrong, but whenever I tried to use the left and right triggers to quick scroll through a bunch of items that were on the ground, all it did was aim my weapon for me. And so hopefully this is something that they just messed up a little bit. At least it doesn't break anything else. Right now we're used to using the D-pad to go up and down through the inventory pretty quickly, so we just continue doing that until they finally get this right. But quick scrolling is something that is on the PC. They just go through the inventory really fast. Say you're only looking to improve your helmet on a dead body, you find a box and you just need that helmet that you found. You could easily use the quick scrolling to go down and find that helmet and then equip it, instead of using the up and down on the D-pad to find it, and it might take you too long and you might get shot. So this is definitely something I'm looking forward for them to add and for them to actually get right. Just doesn't look like it's there yet. As far as gameplay is concerned, a counter has been added to show the number of players remaining on the airplane, and I was able to see that. This is something that they added recently to PC, so it looks like we are getting one by one things that they added recently to the PC, which is good. This is a good tool because you can see exactly how many players are left. It doesn't give you a counter, but you can get a rough idea basically. There's little yellow dots, and I have a gameplay video of that right now. But yeah, you can see how many players are left at any given moment on the plane. So you can decide if you want to jump out with a bunch of people or if you want to kind of wait until it thins out a little bit. Some cosmetic item updates. They are giving everyone that's logged into the game a Varsity Jacket with a number 5 on it to represent the 5 million players that have actually played this game. So they wanted to give us kind of a reward for that. So tomorrow, it should be in your in-game inventory, so you can go ahead and equip that and wear that with about 50% of the lobby for the first couple days. I'm sure a lot of people will be wearing it. Something that's pretty cool just because we got 5 million players playing this, which I'm sure they're very excited about. And there are a couple bug fixes to mention. They fixed an issue that caused players to hear footsteps when no other players were in the vicinity. I know you guys have complained about double footsteps still, so hopefully this fixes your issue. I don't think I've experienced it, so you have to let me know if that's fixed. They also fixed an issue that prevented the blue zone from being displayed properly, and that's not something that I have seen as well, but sometimes you don't see all the bugs that other players do, so you guys will have to let me know if this definitely is an improvement. This isn't the biggest patch ever, but it does seem like it focuses on the right things. Hopefully they get the game in the correct state before adding something huge for us. And hopefully in the next patch, if these things actually do improve the game and they don't introduce a couple bugs here and there like they seem to do, hopefully we can get something decent from the next patch in a couple weeks. And you guys can stay tuned to my channel to find out more about that, as I'll always go over the new patches when they come out, so you guys won't have to go ahead and worry about that for yourself. One other thing I wanted to mention, I noticed when looking at the different items, a little box pops up and it shows you the stats for that item, so that's very useful. I think it'll help some people out, kind of if you don't know what a certain attachment does, or if you don't know the upgrade in armor or capacity that you're getting in a backpack, you'll definitely be able to see that in the stats, and it compares what you currently have. So just little things like that they're adding to make the game a little bit more user-friendly, a little bit easier for newer players that don't know everything about it. Hopefully this patch doesn't add any new bugs and it improves everything for you guys. I know the last patch was really good for me. I think it made it a lot smoother, a lot easier to aim, but a lot of you guys said it was worse off for you, so hopefully this helps out. You guys will have to let me know in the comment section below. If you liked this video and found it helpful in any way, definitely give it a like. And if you want to see more PUBG content like this, hit subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you later.